Lagi
Ya.
ada yang
Bu Sinta,
ya Pak.
tadi saya cek yang di link poster kayaknya redirect-nya ke ID lain gitu ya.
Iya betul. Ini tadi pagi saya dapat link yang baru, sudah saya update ke
Oh,
ini juga, ke yang LinkedIn sudah saya update juga.
Oke. Nah,
Di
ini URL-nya itu bisa diupdate, Bu Sinta.
Bisa.
Karena
Kalau yang di ini, yang di poster nggak bisa diapa-apain lagi, tapi yang di LinkedIn bisa.
oke.
LinkedIn di view events itu eventnya saya manage ganti link yang baru.
Oh, oke.
Oke,
Ya.
ini sudah 35 orang. Sebentar lagi ya, Pak. 40,
Oke. Siap.
36. Oke. Bentar. Pak Farid. Good morning, Pak Farid.
Assalamualaikum, Mbak.
Waalaikumsalam. Sudah berbuka? Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Oke.
Baru 2 menit yang lalu.
Oke. Semangat ya, Pak. Oke. Ya, ini sebentar lagi kita buka. Ya, 30, 39. Ini nanti kita foto bersamanya di akhir, karena biasanya banyaknya di akhir. Mereka baru join-join. Iya.
Izin sholat maghrib dulu ya, Mbak ya.
Ya, silakan Pak. Ya. Ini saya mulai nggak apa-apa ya Pak Farid ya?
Silakan, Mbak, silakan.
Oke, ya, oke. Ya. Ini sudah tambah. Oke, kita mulai Bapak semuanya. Oke. Oke. Ya. Oke. Oke ya. Good morning everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good morning, Bu Sinta.
Okay. So, how are you today? Yeah, we hope everyone is in good condition, healthy, and happy. Yeah. Today we will going to have our third webinar. Okay, the title is the role of System Integrator in Open Run. Okay. So let me introduce first the speakers. We have 3 speakers here. The first speaker is Pak Denny Rosiska from Dci. Yeah. Hi, Pak Denny. Welcome to the webinar.
Hi, everyone.
Okay. And then we have our second speaker, Michael Zhu from GCI. Okay. So you will introduce yourself, yeah, Pak Michael. Okay. And then we have Pak Farid Sigit from KCC Tech. He will join us soon. Okay. So there are 3 speakers. So they will present their slides in 20 minutes, more or less. And after each presentation, we will have question and answers session. So Yeah. You ready, Pak Denny? Okay. So before, thank you. Before we start, I would like you to know that this is a moderated sessions webinar. So if you have any questions, please put your questions into the chat box. Yeah, and then we will read it and answer the questions. And if your question not answered yet, don't worry. We will upload your questions and our answers, yeah, to the LinkedIn, yeah, to our group. So here is the attendance list. We want to know the participants coming from which institutions. So everyone, please take your time to fill in the attendance list. And then secondly, if you want to have some collaboration with the TIP lab in Bandung, Telkom University, you can here click this URL, the http tiny.cc TIP membership. Okay, because we have our community lab there in Telkom University for Open Run project, the first project there. So I think that's all for the introductions. And if you want to know more, we will going to have in the last sessions, the training session. I will inform you the link and how to join the training. The training will be held in the 1st and 2nd of May 2021. Okay. So Pak Denny, please share your slide and take your time and Zoom. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Bu Cinta. Is it visible, Bu Cinta?
Yes, it is visible, Pak.
Yeah, thank you, Bu Cinta. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Good morning, good evening, everyone. We are from Dci. It is an honor for us to have to be invited to this webinar event. And our topic today is the role of System Integrator. We are from Dci Indonesia. And today there will be two speakers from us. The first is me, myself. My name is Dci Rasiska. I'm a System Integrator. Currently, day to day, I'm active in the Telkom University Community Lab. And we have also Pak Michael Chu here, CTO of PT Dci Indonesia. We will share the time slot, 30 minutes, 15 minutes each of us. Okay, this is the session. I will bring the session for introduction, explain who we are, what we do, and what actually Dci do with the Open Run. The second thing, we will go for Open Run system integration presentation. It will cover background and then model and example, context, and business justification and Dci service build up. And then Pak Michael Chu will cover R&D. Okay, first slide, we would like to introduce our entity. PT Dci Indonesia is established in Indonesia since 2005. Our head office located in Wisma GKBI, Jakarta, Semanggi. It is well-known place. You can easily reach there by MRT, KRL, and you can go there easily. It's located in Semanggi area. And our operation office spread across the nation, from Sumatra, North Sumatra, until Manado. And also our global presence spread across Asia region until Algeria, and then Malaysia is the nearest one from here. Some of it is already finished the project, some of it is still running. So this is our clients we did so far: operators, vendors, and this is what we do. From field operation, installation, survey, design, until service in the back office support like design, consulting, radio network optimization, and so on. So if we summarize the GCI service, actually like this, divided into three parts: consulting, radio network service, and then telecommunication. For the first slide of introduction until this slide, actually there is nothing special about DCI because DCI is already well known with Indonesian telco community and society. What should be special for today is how DCI arrived at this stage in Open Run, and how DCI or how the DCI capability to involve and actively collaborate in the Open Run movement, especially in Indonesia. That will be the most interesting part of this introduction. Okay, maybe most of you that already know DCI so far. DCI is just quote unquote ordinary subcontractor delivering service, yeah, drive test, trigger service, manage service, new set rollout, and so on. And I would like to present this slide as a bridging slide to bring you into a new DCI paradigm and new DCI spectrum towards Open Run. It's all started with our involvement in Open Run by joining the IP membership in the mid 2020, and then thanks to TIP selected us as a local partner for TIP community in Telkom University as a system integrator. And then not only that, parallelly, DCI also developed 5G Open Run product and solution. And number 4, we plan to continuously contribute to TIP lab testing. Hopefully, Bulia, Pak Yuda, DCI can bring this solution to Telkom University Lab for 5G next cycle testing with our product and solution to be tested.
Sure, thank you, Pak.
Yeah. So this slide intention is to bridge our fellow telco community in Indonesia into new introduction of DCI from ordinary subcontractor, ordinary service provider that doing business as usual as we know, into new DCI to be system integrator in Open Run. Okay, before we continue to talk about what is the role of system integrators, I would like to refresh the background. This is a very nice picture, famous picture shared everywhere, coming from VIV. This is nice picture. We should focus first on the left side. We have the orange ribbon here. This is traditional run that we already know for so long, and until today we're still working here. This is a traditional run that you know, okay, there is antenna mounted on the tower, connected via fiber optic or maybe feeder into DBU and going to controller or to core network. That's the traditional one. The idea of Open Run will bring us into first level disaggregation. This is the early stage of Open Run idea is disaggregation. As you know, previously one RRU coming from one vendor should only work with PBU with the same brand or same vendors. And they have lock with a black box. One of the key is on the CPRI interface. The idea is make that black box into white box that everybody can involve. So in the future, there will be RRU with brand A will working fine, with BBU with brand B, and so on. And not only that, by this disaggregation, the hardware itself will be disaggregated with the software. So there will be vendor for hardware and vendor for hardware. Starting at this stage, we can see new opportunity that if for so long time we Indonesian telco community that can only buy the goods, the equipment, because we cannot produce by ourselves. But the opportunity is now coming because with Open Run, hardware can be independent and software can be independent. So if we cannot produce the hardware itself, at least we can develop the software. And then the next stage of ORAN, it will be fully disaggregated, and everything will be goes to the cloud except physical component. For sure, antenna until today cannot be converted into software. Even we know there is software-defined radio, but physical radio component cannot be replaced. Okay. Another basic idea and what is the impact of Open Run? There will be more software in Open Run. As we know, software already transforming the world from consumers' need to enterprise. You can order food by only single finger and the food coming to your home. And into enterprise, now maybe perhaps in few next years, we don't need to save our money in the bank. Some financial technology company will create solutions similar with this. So software and digitalization change everything, and now even come to telecom domain.
Denny, you are mute.
Yeah. Sorry, am I missing how many
Yes,
minutes?
it's okay. It's okay
It's
now.
okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, Open Run is a great example of software transforming the world. In the future, we not only see Open Run, but also Open Transport and also Open Core. And by the end, it will be end-to-end open, so everybody can play with this. Yeah. By Open Run, it impacts the telco's infrastructure in terms the way it will be planned, the way it will be integrated, the way it will be scale up from static, vertical integration, proprietary, and only few players. Let's say if there is there is a quiz, please mention telco vendor that you know. Maybe there is only 1, 2, 3 name to be mentioned. But with Open Run, there will be so many players because it opens very dynamic and innovation opportunity with horizontal architecture and also openness. Many players, the more the merrier. Yeah, there is the saying. So far, like I said, we, let's say, cannot produce or manufacture the hardware because the manufacturing, the research and everything is very expensive. We can play with the software because the software is basically come from open source. And then there is opportunity to integrate COTS into our self-made software. So it should trigger or encourage like university, and maybe it can be a big driver or big trigger for university, maybe to reshape the syllabus, to rearrange the program, so we can uh, active more in this open run hype and also in the future. But for sure, don't worry, for for our colleagues that already many years in the telco field, don't worry, you will not lose everything because there is something that will not change regarding antenna, power, battery, physical, and everything. As long as you have a good competency on that field, you can stay here in telco. Open Run is not eliminating some pieces and replace it. No, not like that, but it is make it wider. So the playground is now very wide for us. Okay, now we go for the challenge of Open Run system integration. This is the survey from GSM Association showing that 55% responders see integration issue is the second largest issue of the Open Run introduction and implementation, because everybody afraid. Okay, if I say uh, there will be many vendors for RRU, many vendors for software, and so on and so on, and who will integrate this? Because so far it will be integrated end to end as a turnkey solution by single vendors. And also, if something happens, network failures, it will falls back into multiple parties again, because there is many suppliers, different hardware and different software. So this is the challenge for Open Run system integration. There is still doubt, very high doubt from the society. And if we want to simplify the question, the doubt, the question is there any one neck to choke for this if something happens? This is the challenge we need to answer. Okay, next we go for Open Run system integration model. This is the basic depicting the picture into RU, DU, CU. We see here first RU, there is red, green, yellow, indicating so many vendors for RU, and there will be also different vendor for CUTS and DU software vendors. It happens also in the CU. So the model of integration, at least there will be 4 model integration regarding the adoption stage of the Open Run. Maybe after some years, when the adoption is already mature, it will be only 1 or 2 options. Okay, first model is Open Run will be integrated by MNO itself, as long as they have strong in-house technical. It will hugely reduce their cost for integration. They just buy the hardware, buy the software license, and integrate by themselves. This is the first model. The second model, it will be carried on by managed service provider. As we know, most operator in Indonesia using managed service provider. Usually, managed service provider have so much experience resource with multiple background. They can integrate Open Run without interruption so they can continue the service without interruption while integrating the Open RAN. Model 3 is buy hardware of software vendor. Choose the biggest one, choose the one who can put their neck to be choked, and then they will manage the rest. And then they will work with the other participating partners of Open RAN. And the last, by system integrators. This is what GCI plan for GCI future. By deploying the SI, MNO can have flexibility to change the hardware and software vendor as long as it can meet the requirement. So we can change the brand, we can change the specification, whatever. The bottom line is the result, whatever the material. So this is by system integrators. And this slide shows us model examples that already implemented for the early adopters of Open RAN. The leftmost is by MNO. It's implemented in Japan by Rakuten Mobile, and also Vodafone implemented by themselves because they have a strong in-house technical resource. And we have Dish in USA that assigned Fujitsu to integrate everything. And at this case, Fujitsu is hardware vendor for the Dish. Fujitsu do the integration for all. And the third example is from Telefonica in Peru. It is done by system integrator from Spain, Everest. So actually, yes, there is 55% still doubt about how the network will be integrated, but there is also success story with different models around the world by MNO, by hardware vendor, or by system integrators. So if there is still a doubt, still not trust, then what is the point to transform to these system integrators? Because we see the future. The nearest future will be 5G. As we know, RAN has been considered the most expensive part. Okay, then 5G deployments which deploy with higher frequency, it will take more investment with RAN solution traditional, and the cost will be expected to skyrocket because we need more RAN hardware as much as we can, as much as to be denser, dense. And then we have legacy RAN. As we know that legacy RAN is costly, restrictive, slow feature deliveries, and then stifles innovation. Imagine how it will be when 5G massive rollout comes, the effect to the cost. And if we compare with the Open RAN will be 5G ready like DCI already have. And by the time it will getting more stable, scalable, and also enable agile service delivery, faster time to market, accelerate innovation. What is not mentioned here for Open RAN will be over the traditional RAN if we make the comparison. So in the future, still Open RAN will be the main choice. So it is still contextual, and the business for system integration is justified then. Furthermore, wide range of 5G use case makes system integration discussion going further. So far, we always talk the relationship between MNO, vendors, integrators, MNO, vendors, and integrators. That's all. But with 5G wide range of use cases, now the discussion can go even further because as long as the policy and everything is support, another entity other than MNO which has license can deploy their own private network. So the partner of system integrators can be not only MNO. It can be manufacturer, it can be public safety body, it can be hospital network, and so on and so on. So Open Run system integration is now and in the future is contextual and justified from business point of view. So we already know in the beginning of the slide that, okay, this is GCI, what we know, GCI Indonesia. And okay, we already know GCI is now entering Open Run community. And what GCI plan to build up the service, the system integration. Number one, we have extensive experience telecommunication implementation. When it comes to integration end-to-end, for sure you cannot only show your expertise in integrating the software and everything, but you need also make a solution where to buy the antenna, even where to get the little bulb, how to climb the tower and everything, and we have it. And the second thing, we will have expert resource pooling because it will demand more level of skill and knowledge in telco and also in IT. And in the next part, Michael will explain further, we have validation lab because one of the biggest challenges of Open Run integration is we must validate the various vendors, hardware and software can work properly. We must validate before offering the service. And Pak Michael also will explain the research and development have been doing by GCI. And the last and also important, GCI has commitment and sustainable investment on it. Okay, that's all from me, Bu Sinta and Pak Michael. I will pass to Pak Michael to explain the more technical part about our lab and our R&D and what is our next plan in Indonesia regarding the lab setup and product introduction, also solution integration. Okay, Bu Sinta, the time is yours. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Pak Denny, for your presentation. It's very interesting. Yeah. So next, Pak Michael Zhu, are you ready? You can share your slides.
I'm ready.
Okay, good. So,
Share my desktop first.
oh yeah, sure. Yeah, it's coming.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, it's there now. You can play it, Pak.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait. Okay, let's start. Everything is okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael from DCI. First of all, thanks TIP for giving an opportunity to join this discussion. Herewith, I will show our product and solution. Our slogan is, let's connect the future over 5G. My presentation includes 4 parts. The first part, I will introduce China 5G development because it is my pride to introduce China. 5G development is very fast in China. China is the biggest marketing in the world. From here, from the global map overview, China accounts for 20% of the world population, but occupy 80% 5G resource. China network deployment is in the leading position with a huge market. Until now, total already launched 800,000 sites. The subscriber has exceeded 350 million. For example, in one province, just one province, the quantity of sites is more than 80,000. I think it is a huge and a surprise number. About subscriber, I think subscriber is a very important indicator from demand side. The new network will get benefit from subscribers. Subscribers growth is our driving force. Nowadays, there are 4 operators in China. The number 1 is China Mobile, which own 170 million subscribers. This is the biggest one. It accounts 50% market in China. The second is China Telecom, about 100 million subscribers. The third one is China Unicom, 80 million. And the China Broadcast Network is a new player which has declared to cooperate with China Mobile. He will build 400,000 sites by this year. About the frequency allocation, until now, China government had released more than 800 megahertz, include 800 mega for TDD mode and 200 mega for FDD mode. From this page, you can see the green color highlight is China Mobile frequency resource. This is China Telecom frequency band. This is a CBN 5G band. About the handset, here I take a statistic of mobile phone which released in the recent 2 years. From the result, 100% of terminals support 2.6 and 3.5G band. Around 30% of the terminals support 2.1G and 4.9G band. Only 25% of terminals support 700 band. So from the above result, 800 mega and 2.1 gig terminal industry chain still not matured. About China milestone in 5G, in 3 years ago, China already released the license to 4 operators. And in November 2019, launched the non-standard alone network. In November 2020, our operator already launched standard alone network. The progress is very fast, I think. Still is number 1 in the world. The second chapter, I will introduce Dci 5G Invest progress. First, I will introduce 3 roadmaps of Open LAN. The first solution is from Intel. Now, most of vendor is on this way. It is a mature market. The advantage is that the hardware is popular in the market. The disadvantage is the efficiency is not high and the consumption is high. So the cost also is high. The second solution is from ARM. That is a British company. Now still developing 5G by ARM architecture. This is based on the reduced instruction set, so the efficiency is more higher and the consumption is lower. The third solution is from Qualcomm. The solution name is System chipset. The advantage is the size become more slow, lower consumption, higher performance, lower cost. The disadvantage is that the system and the firmware is fixed. You cannot upgrade after produce, so it is not so flexible. In summary, considering power consumption, performance, upgradability, I think the ARM road is a balanced solution. It will lead in the urban land roadmap in the future. This is our Dci Invest History. In the early of 2018, we set up 5G laboratory in China, Guangzhou. In the October 2019, we released the first protocol stack, version 15. In the January 2020, we released the extend unit and the remote radio unit. And in the August of 2020, we joined the NG interface decoupling test in operator. And in the latest months, we cooperated with China Broadcast Network. We provide the Asian Forum live over 5G in Hainan province. It is a good experience. We put the mobile phone in the normal location without shielding box. iPerf download throughput reached 1.2 giga. About the function test, we doing the mobility test, execute handover based on XN and NG interface, success ratio higher than 98%. We had a deployed network in the plaza for pixel. During on the field test, we set the coverage baseline RSRP more than -100 dBm and the SNR more than 0 dB. The cell radius is around 30 meters. The downlink throughput in the aging area is more than 200 megabit per second. Customer experience is good. The third chapter, I will introduce our Open LAN product. This page shows our plot. This is our laboratory, the network architecture. We already set up end-to-end mini network, include core network, access network, and the terminals. It seems like a mini operator. We can generate a SIM card by ourselves, define the user plurality, such as golden user, silver user, bronze user. We set up the application server and interactive with terminal, such as get, temperature, and noise, collect the video from the camera. Besides, we had tried different types of terminal to access the network. Since the compatible with terminal is very important for us. About our protocol stack split mode, we define the scope of work of each unit. The split model will impact the equipment design and the network. Oh, this person, sorry. The equipment design and the network planning. Later on, we will focus the research on the different split model according to the different customer requirement. From here, I introduce our product one by one. So first, from the core network, we have 3 types of core network product. It will apply to different scenarios depend on the capacity and the throughput. The high configuration core network support 200,000 users and 20G throughput. The middle configuration core network support 100,000 users and 10 GBs throughput. The lighter configuration core network support 1,000 users and 1 GBs throughput. About the lighter core network, it looks like a book. The weight is only 1 kilogram. You can bring it to do the on-field test in a travel package. It is very convenient for temporary tasks. This our baseband unit support maximum 4 cells, support dual band, support 5 millisecond single period and 2.5 millisecond double period frame structure. Also support voice over NR and compatible with other vendor core network, such as mainstream vendor Ericsson, Nokia, and our NG interface is open for everyone. This is our E-Extend unit. It supports cascade 2 level. Each extend unit can support maximum 8 remote radio units. We have 4 types of remote radio units. The quantity of channels will determine the throughput. Now we have 2 types, 2 channels and 4 channels. And the transmit power will determine the coverage. Now we have 3 types, 250 milliwatt, 500 milliwatt, and 2 watt. We will choose it depend on the scenarios. So until here, I want to say, if you want to bring a set of system to somewhere from core network to RU, the weight is around 15 kilogram. 1 suitcase is enough. So when we go to on-field site, we just bring 1 package. It's okay. It's good for the temporary task, very convenient. About the mobile phone access network, we have tested the following 7 kinds of terminal, such as Huawei chipset, Huawei Mate series, and Huawei CP. Another is Qualcomm chipset, such as Samsung and Cocktail. The last one, the mobile phone, is based on Unisoc. That is a China chipset vendor. Here I summarize the characteristic of the open RAN. The first one is flexible. We have the resource code of protocol stack, so we can optimize the message flow and algorithm to meet the different requirements of customers. The second, the maintenance by customer will become more easy. You will become a mini operator. You can experience the privilege of operator. The third one, the interface is open, such as N3 and N6 interface. It can compatible with other vendor server for data interactive. It makes the data processing more fast. The fourth is the open LAN system where can integrate it with the enterprise intranet. It can make full use of existing resource. Also, it will reduce the enterprise cost. The fifth is private. The enterprise can store and process the data in the local server to ensure the data security in security status. The final one is about the cost. That is sensitive to everyone. Now, I think the FPGA card cost is the most expensive unit in this system. So we have considered our local FPGA vendor to reduce the cost. Oh, sorry, about the application scenario, I will back to the previous page. Until now, the Open LAN is not so popular in the operator. They still get the equipment from the mainstream vendor, such as Ericsson, Huawei. So from my opinion, the Open LAN is more suitable for the industrial application. Here are separate 3 type potential chance. First one is a manufacturer type, such as smart manufacturer, smart harbor, smart mine, underground. The second one is about the culture and education, such as smart travel, entertainment, play game, smart education. The third one is about the management, such as smart city, smart grid, smart UAV. We will keep pay attention to the industrial application because it is our potential market. The fourth chapter is about our action plan in Indonesia. We will plan to deliver our product to Jakarta and join TRP 5G laboratory in this Q2. That is my presentation. Thank you for listening. Now I will give the meeting back to Ibu Sinta. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pak Michael Zhu. So before we continue to our third speaker, is there any question? You can put any question in the chat box and we will try to answer the questions. So if there is no questions yet, so we can continue. Yeah, Pak Farid Sidik. Yeah, can you share your slide? Michael, can you stop sharing your slide, please?
Okay, I stop sharing.
Thank you.
Sharing.
Yes, Pak.
Okay, I had to stop sharing my desktop.
Thank you. Pak Farid, you can continue.
Hi everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can everybody see my slides? My screen?
Yes, it's okay, Pak. Good.
Okay. First, thank you for the opportunities for us, KCC, as a system integrator role for TIP, and this is really interesting, actually. Okay, hold on. And the first, I would like to give a brief about what is KCC, who is KCC. You guys must be questioning, you know, and KCC is founded on US 2016 on Walnut Creek, California, and it's based on the outskirts of the Silicon Valley. We've been involving or delivering the services for US-based operator in many kind of role also with rollout services, tuning, optimizations, testing, and mainly consulting services, and also end-to-end constructions. KCC has full capability for delivering niche solutions from engineering, R&D, software development, as well as constructions. We have our main office on Walnut Creek, and then since we are providing 24/7 support, and we have multiple customers range globally, internationally, we have also offices on Mexico, Canada, Germany, Turkey, and for sure Indonesia. As Indonesia, by the way, is mainly our regional hub for the Asia Pacific services. Let me introduce you the key people on the KCC. The first, we have Hakan Kauflak. He is the former chairman of the International Conference of Optics. He has mastering on PhD 2G frequency planning, as well as another is ICARC. He has held multiple roles on technical and project management for the last 21 years on US. And also myself, as a run engineering director, I'm overseeing all the operations KCC Tech involved internationally on multiple markets. In Indonesia, we have Ferry. He is responsible overseeing Asia Pacific markets, mainly Indonesia. Okay. So since we are discussing about the system integrations, the system integration in Open RAN, basically, we don't want the Open RAN OEM, original equipment manufacturers, to lose focus on their product development and hardware development. Instead of they're doing the integration by themselves, we are, as a system integrator, will act as a bridge. And also, the mobile network operator or carrier will not have a time to overseeing all kind of activities. They better to have focus on KPI and network expansions. So system integration role can play key role on managing multi-vendor, overseeing their validation and testing, and managing the integration costs, and shrink the time of the delivery to be more quicker, so the solution can be delivered into the market. We believe there are 4 cores on the Open RAN. The first is the RAN engineering. As you know, RAN engineering involves multi kind of touch to the live network, right? I mean, for example, here, troubleshooting support, you know, and then configuration changes, and then we have to support, or we have to deep dive on how to run the health checks on each network elements, and analyze their system in details. For sure, troubleshoot. And then field installations. So we have to help the MNO and Open RAN OEM to install their hardware equipment, and then helping them on the post integrations, dimension their equipment, and as well as performance tuning. And then another thing also, RF optimizations. So all the OEM must have a KPI, the main KPI. So system integrator will need to analyze and deep dive on each features, performing the tuning delivery on Open RAN OEM. On top of that, the R&D. As you know, Open RAN is pretty new, so there are a lot of challenges. Interoperability is the most important thing. I mean, how the system integrator validate if it is compliant with the customer security needs and their business needs as well. And KCC also, we have chance as a system integrator to implement theory into practical solutions, as well as software development. Because what in Open RAN, there are a lot of opportunity, because openness bring more opportunity to many company, new entrant to involve, to adapt with how to deliver the Open RAN and the challenges as well. And then transforming the existing OEM features, the capability into ORAN ecosystem, because in a current vendor lock-in, we will not be able to modify the features. I mean, it's been pretty defined by them, and then they've been testing it in their lab, and then it's been pretty rigid, because it's vendor lock-in. We cannot do anything. In Open RAN, we have chance to contribute to define unknown features. I mean, we can test it. I mean, along the way when it comes to field trial, either regression test or mainly testing. So for the ORAN initiative, the current ongoing activities is the first. We involve or engage with TIP, and then also we have a lab in Europe, in Aachen, Germany. So it functions as our KCC Euro lab to test and validate multiple OEM ORAN equipment, to test its various components, and to validate the challenge as well. And then we are also developing the software according to the outcome from the test itself. And for sure, we have to KCC actively develop our own capability, our own employee into ORAN knowledge and educations and activities. I mean, it comes from many parts from anywhere. So the differentiation is, since we are mostly working from US and supporting US based, we are a local company basically. So local company with an international taste, and we can implement our expertise, our knowledge. We've been integrating, we've been supporting US-based customer on their 5G rollout since 2.5 years ago, since they first beginning on the 5G networks. I mean, as you know, right now, US is the most country has the 5G coverage. And we will need to engage to the current ORAN carriers, and as well as the OEM. And then the next is the path forward. We will expand as a system integrator our ORAN labs to manage interoperability tests on various kind of network elements, and then involve on R&D for developing features and helping the MNO to manage their cost and optimize their time. So we can and at the same time we can also we also expand our team size, so we can cover all markets. And we are also aware Indonesia is very promising market to build the ecosystem. I mean, we even though I'm Indonesian, I mean, I'm Indonesian working in the US, I'm supporting our local Indonesian fully. So let me help you, I mean, in order to establish to validate, to deliver the ORAN challenge. Okay, I think that will be all from me.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Farid. So you are in California, Pak Farid?
Yeah.
Yeah. So time difference is okay, yeah. So breakfasting already, Pak. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much, Pak Farid. So now we will move to our next session, that is question and answer session. We will go to the first question from in the chat message, you can see as well. From Irene, yeah, to Pak Denny. Pak Denny, please be ready. Yeah. Hi, I come from academic background. I want to ask Pak Denny questions. What is GCI suggestion for us so academic community also can gain benefit from the raising of Open RAN? Please, Pak Denny, can you answer these questions, please?
Yeah, thank you, Iren, for the question.
Yeah. Pak Denny,
so,
maybe you can.
okay.
Your voice is not clear. Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Thanks, Bu Iren, for the question. It's a good question. How academic community can also gain benefit from this Open RAN. Based on our experience, we suggest, number one, try to review together with the practitioner, with the community from industry, to reshape, restructure the syllabus. So the outcome will be updated. Let's say there was good draft test training, draft test certification, just for example, but we need to be up to date because we need to talk today about virtualization, protocol stack that's getting more complicated, like that. You will reshape, restructure, involve the industry directly into the discussion. And second suggestion from us, please enrich open source literacy in the academic environment. How to do this? Yeah, please make open source usage is common in the environment. Force the student to use it, because there is a saying in bahasa Indonesia, Bu, ya, karena ini basisnya open source.
Ya.
Bagaimana saya bisa integrasi sedangkan membaca saja saya sulit.
Oke.
Semacam itu ya, Bu ya.
Iya.
Ini sulit. Nanti kalau belajar itu setelah lulus agak terlambat. Karena pace-nya kenceng sekali nih di mungkin 1-2 tahun ke depan itu perubahannya cepat sekali, dan dunia pendidikan dan dunia sertifikasi kompetensi yang Bu Sinta juga mungkin tahu juga harus cepat. Jangan diskusi tentang pendefinisian kompetensinya kelamaan, nanti ini ketinggalan. Salah satu advice Bu, mudah-mudahan bermanfaat. Yang ketiga tentunya ya secara aktif join di komunitas seperti ini, di event-event seperti ini, dan pastinya Bu Sinta juga bisa membantu ya Bu, supaya teman-teman akademisi yang lain juga bisa aktif mungkin menjadi pembicara. Kita juga ingin tahu ada update apa di kampus dan apa yang mereka butuhkan. Intinya ini kesempatan yang besar diinisiasi oleh DCI dan Telkom University. Terima kasih sekali. Mudah-mudahan bisa dimanfaatkan. Itu aja besarannya. Thanks for the question.
Okay, thank you, Pak Denny, for your answer. Basically, there are 3 main steps ya, Pak Denny ya. You have to be sure that you are on the latest technology. Yeah, your knowledge. You have to update your knowledge not only as a drive tester, Pak Denny share to us, and then yeah, actively join webinars, maybe like this or other things, or join communities. That's a good idea. So thank you very much, Pak Denny. And let's go to the second question to Pak Michael. Pak Michael, are you there? Okay. So be prepared to answer a question for you. How can we ensure interoperability of the various vendor solutions? Will there be a certification on common labs for validations? Thank you very much. So as we can see previously, GCI also developed solutions, yeah, products and rapid developments, I think, yeah. And then there are also demands, yeah, to build smart city and smart grid, smart factory, and etc. So can you please answer this question, Pak Michael? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for good question. We have set up the laboratory to validate not only for our product, but also different vendor product. Actually, for the core network, we had successfully compatible with such as Huawei ZTE core network. It's working well. Currently, our main laboratory is located at China southern city, Guangzhou. Now we are looking forward to deploy in Indonesia, Jakarta soon. Also, hopefully we can cooperate with TIP lab member as well as with Telkom University together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pak Michael. And then I have questions also here. I will share it to Pak Farid. Yeah, be prepared. Okay. There are 3 questions directly to you. Is okay? Okay. Yeah. In terms of RAN features, 4G, 5G, what is the Open RAN position compared to the legacy big vendors RAN? And yeah, how big is the gap in terms of product maturity? This is the first questions. Yeah. Do you want to answer first, Pak Farid? The maturity, yeah.
It's still under, yeah, thank you for the questions. It's a good question though. So it's still under development actually. I mean, you know, Open RAN has been with TIP especially start from 2016, and there are a few players or OEM around that time, and before it was always vendor lock in the big three vendors, and I would say it's still a long road, but it's developing. I mean, the gap, it's as long as they are continually do robust research and development, I'm guessing 2 years, I mean, or 3 years with the right investment, it will be at least will be the strong contender with the big vendors. Because I mean, everybody knows, because there are a lot of unknowns in the configurations, and in order to be correctly validate between the ORAN OEM and then current legacy vendors, and also the MNO needs to carefully plan and tailor their needs before they decide to develop or deploy the Open RAN. And with Open RAN, of course, at the end it comes to the cost. It's since it's bring a lot of options gradually lead to prices, cost. So yeah, it again still a long road, but it's promising.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So again, it's for you, Pak Farid. I will take this questions. How is Open RAN in United States market nowadays?
Nowadays is very, I mean, I would say it's very limited. I mean, the only operator or mobile MNOs they're deploying Open RAN openly, publicly, Dish network. And I mean, it's just on the earlier phase on their greenfield deployment. And also AT&T as well, they are deploying the lower layer split. They are using Ericsson baseband with the Samsung radios, and of course with their ENMs. And I mean, still pretty limited. I mean, but from my point of from my perspective, Dish is the most aggressive on the Open RAN deployment. They are focusing also on the private network, which also the biggest opportunities for Open RAN.
Okay, thank you, Pak Farid. Yeah, next questions is from Pak Imaduddin Marzaki. How is the progress of ORAN on integration to legacy 2G, 3G network? Any success story ORAN BTS that integrated to legacy vendor controllers? Maybe Pak Denny or Pak Michael? Do you want to share, answer these questions? Yeah. From Pak Imaduddin. Any success story you in China, maybe Pak Michael? No, Pak Denny?
Yeah, please, Pak Michael.
Yeah. Sorry, I will mute you, Farizal. Yeah. So Pak Denny,
Danny first.
yeah, Pak Michael, the question is success story with the Open Run in 2G or 3G, legacy or or legacy vendor controllers. Mhm.
Okay, thank you for question. Actually, in China, 2G and 3G is going to be shut down soon because now China operator maintains too many networks, 2, 4, 3, 5. So the cost is very high. They have a plan to simplify the networks. So our product only fits to the 4G and 5G. LTE, yeah. We integrated with LTE, but not focus on 2G, 3G anymore.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Pak Michael. Thank you very much. So, Pak Imanuddin, we will focus more on 4G in the future. Yeah. Okay. And 5G for absolutely, yeah, and 5G. And next questions for Pak Farid. Yeah, from Pak Yoyo. Yeah. Pak Farid, for Indonesia market, do you think Open Run will open new job opportunity? If
Yes,
so,
definitely.
yeah. If so, what are the positions and what are the new requirements? How is currently the team handling global project? Is there any resource pulling remotely from other country? I saw many system integrator job are required in India, while very few for Indonesia now. What do you think, Pak? Can you answer this, please? Yeah, Pak Farid.
We are Indonesians. It should be
Okay.
Indonesians first. I mean, definitely Indonesian. So Open Run definitely will open a lot of opportunities in terms of job, because multiple roles, testing, deployment. I mean, one single run engineers is like it's not really equipped from transport, run, and then core. I mean, they cannot do it one by one. I mean, they cannot do it with one man show. So we are with our capability here, with our expertise, we would love to train our fellow Indonesians and give example how to deliver the challenges completely. And again, it's Indonesians for Indonesians.
Yes.
I mean, it's very interesting because open run. I mean, we would love to build our ecosystem. Yes, ecosystem in Indonesia with Indonesian engineers are also on the top level of their expertise. I mean, otherwise we are not going to open our global support in Indonesia, which is already proven from, I mean, long time ago.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you're right. So we need to develop our people, right, Pak Farid? So
Develop, and we would like to help to develop.
help as
I
well.
mean,
Okay.
yes,
Good, good.
but help us to help you.
Okay. So yeah, because the Open Run is coming soon. Yeah. So we should be ready. Yeah, by doing the knowledge, yeah, sharing, or for those who want to be the system integrators, you want to be success like Pak Farid maybe here, yeah, or Pak Denny, yeah, or Pak Yudi in Germany, or Pak Yoyo, yeah. Then, for example, yeah, then you have to develop yourself and you help yourself to update your knowledge. So thank you very much for all the speakers today, yeah, for your time, yeah, especially for Pak Farid, yeah, Pak Michael. I think we have different time zone, okay? And we know that in the Open Run, there are many vendors, right? like GCI also have many products, yeah, and they develop it very rapidly. And then we have KCC Tech as well, yeah. And in the lab, maybe Pak Denny, you know that we have many other vendors, right? Okay. And for that reason, I put something in the chat message. You can see here the Telkom University together with Telkom Infra Project. And this time with Tech Bros, maybe some other time with other vendors. Yeah, Pak Farid, okay, and GCI, okay. And we would like to open the training class in the 1st and 2nd of May. Please join the sessions. Yeah, it is written there in the in the chat message, and I also will share my screen to show you the this the poster. Yeah. 1st of May until 2nd of May, you may join this session. And then, yeah, it is supported by Telkom Infra Project, Telkom University, GCI, MDOC as well. And together we will build our Open Run ecosystem system. And to be ready for the Open Run, we have to be ready for system integrators occupation as well. Yeah, this is the main topic of the day. So yeah, I think someone already enrolled for this. Anybody else you want to join? Please, yeah, it's very welcome. So I will stop sharing, and we will do the photo sessions. This is the last session actually. Yeah. Thank you very much, Pak Farid, Pak Denny, and Pak Michael once more. And everyone, please open your video, turn it on. We would like to have photo session today. Okay, yeah. So we haven't seen you, so yeah, don't forget to yeah, don't forget to to fill in the attendance list. So I will share it again. Yeah, our attendance list. This is the key whether you want to be contacted. Yeah. Okay. Cheese, the first slide. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And then the second slide. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Where are you? Yeah. Video on, please. Yeah. Okay. How about you, Paris? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cheese. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. And the third slide. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And then we have some more. Okay. Please. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. So please join the training. Yeah. And please wait for our next webinar sessions. Okay. I think it will be on the 30th of April. It will be in a week later. Yeah. So stay tuned. Okay. Bye, everyone. Yeah. Get
Thank you,
well.
everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stay healthy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you, Pak
everyone.
Farid. Thank you, Pak Denny, Pak
Thank you,
Michael,
Pak Farid,
yeah,
Pak Michael, Pak
Ida.
Denny. Yes, thank you, Bu.
Yeah, everyone.
Thank you.
Pak Odi,
Bye.
Pak Rocky, Pak
Okay,
Muhammad.
thank you, Pak Odi.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.